Do you hold to three persons in one being?
Yes.
If you hold to three hypostases in one ousia, how do you explain verse 3 where God is one hypostasis?
I would simply say that the author of Hebrews does not use Trinitarian creedal language that comes centuries later. He uses his own style. So when Jesus is described as the hypostasis, Jesus is described as the exact imprint of God's hypostasis. It turns out, according to some Greek scholars, that the author of Hebrews is using the more ancient definition of the word hypostasis, which means nature or substance. To my knowledge, the Greek term can also be translated as foundation. So Jesus is the exact imprint of God's foundation, everything that God is in his being and substance. And then the word became later, as reflected by the King James translators, because they were a bit ignorant on some of the details, translated as person or subsistence or things like that. So the Greek term originally meant beginning, being or essence, and then later on, at some point, became to mean person. So the author uses his own style, and he does illustrate the fact that Jesus and the Father have sameness of being.
So you're implying the language of this section we're looking at here is not Trinitarian, basically.
Of course, I didn't say that.
Sorry, Nicene Chalcedonian Trinitarian language.
Well, he's a Trinitarian. Well, he's a better Trinitarian than the church fathers, of course, that came later. He uses his own style, and I prefer the simple biblical language, as I said in the last debate.